Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero, and in this video we're going to be looking at AMC and focusing on AMC. A lot went on today, and when doing my technical analysis and research at the end of the day after the hour's price action, I seen something very, very interesting. So I want to update you guys on that. Also, I want you guys to see the bars pattern, what I'm looking at, what I'm expecting from my technical analysis and research for the rest of the week, and everything else going on. So this video is straightly focused on AMC. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on.
What is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. So I'm going to start this video off with letting you guys know breaking news for BBBY. It is being delisted around May. So BBBY will be delisted around May. This video is about AMC. I'm going to be focusing on AMC, but I wanted to put this out there to let you guys know. I also made a short video as well. My personal opinion, it's not over until it's over. But you guys might want to start looking at maybe de-risking your position, especially if any of it is in profit or you have any of shares in profit. I know that is probably not likely because of the new bottom, but if they get in profit, de-risk your position and maybe look at getting out of it. But I cannot give you advice. Me personally, I would say it's not over until it's over. I do have shares in this. It's a little bit different for me. I got them free from day trading and profits and stuff like that. But I will be holding my shares just to see what happens. But other than that, let's go ahead and look at AMC. I need to focus on AMC in this video. A lot going on. This is the last update I will be doing today. This update is for AMC exclusively. I just wanted to get that information out there, let you guys know about that. So AMC has a hammer stick candle, as this is a reversal on a reversal pattern. So as you guys can see, it's found at the bottom of a downtrend. As you guys can see, we had this hammer right here, we had this downtrend, and now we are in this reversal in this uptrend, breaking out of this wedge. Now the bars pattern does seem to be on track, and it is calling for a pullback, but I'd be happy if AMC breaks through this trend line. I'm convinced once we break through this trend line, we will see this explosive move that the bars pattern is calling for. It might happen a little bit early because the bars pattern did track all of this time. So I do think we are going to see the move, but it might happen early. But if not, we might see some pullback tomorrow. So don't get alarmed. But it looks like AMC is building up enough bullish momentum to get this uptrend and blast out of this overall falling wedge. As you guys can see, we tested it recently back a couple days ago. Then they shorted us down and they put out the Seeking Alpha article giving us FUD. But now we got the good news and we retested it earlier today, and it looks like we are coming right back up to test it again. And I'm convinced once we break this falling wedge, we are going to see an explosive move for AMC stock. And I've done this many times before, but you can take your high to your low to get your breakout target for the falling wedge, and it will show you your breakout target for what you're looking at for a price target for the breakout. And as you guys can see, it's right around where the bars pattern says, a little bit higher, up around this $50 range for AMC, and that is what I'm looking at for AMC. Now again, I've explained this before in many videos. It's been very hard for me to fit the whole bars pattern on, but I'll lay this over there so you guys can roughly see what it's looking like, and I drew this arrow to visually show you guys. But after this first initial pop, it looks like we're going to come back down after a couple days. Again, we get this first initial pop here around Thursday or Friday from what the bars pattern is saying. If it happens earlier, I'll be happy for that. But we get this first initial run up, start to run up, come back down, and then consolidate to the upside, and then have another massive run up if this bars pattern is correct and continues to play out. So it looks like we might have a Tesla type squeeze where we continue to make higher highs and just keep going higher and higher over time. In my personal opinion, that is what I'm looking at based off my research and technical analysis. Now, again, it looks like AMC stock is trying to break out of this wedge early. As you guys can see, we perfectly tested it again, and it looks like we're coming up for another retest. Another retest. Now, we might come up in pre-market, hit our heads, and then that's going to be the rejection that we see. Start moving to the downside, moving down to that 460, 480 area, and then take off Thursday or Friday. So that might be what's happening here, but it looks like a lot of bullish momentum is building for AMC, and it might make another at least retest or breakthrough. So if it breaks through this level here at about $5.25, $5.30, and remains above it, $5.50 remains above it, you guys could see massive price action for AMC. But my guess, it's probably going to get rejected, come back down, consolidate, and then make another test here later in the week and blast through this thing. But the main thing is now that the courts basically gave us enough time. Again, nothing is happening till the end of June. This is the basic summary of what happened for the court case. Nothing will be happening till the end of June, giving us plenty of time. And now they have the magistrate, so he can investigate criminal processes, making sure that all of the fraud that Adam Aron has committed is presented, because a lot of apes are still confused on what's really going on. He did rig the vote when he made ape and then sold all of those apes to Antera. He rigged the vote and took away our voting rights. That was illegal, and that is going to be a huge issue for him. Now, again, with the fundamental data, same thing as always, FTDs spiking, so we have plenty of FTDs giving us way more momentum than the last run-up. So we have way more ammo to go much higher than the last run-up. We have FTDs coming due, T plus 35 closeout dates, where market makers have to purchase shares out of the open market, which could give us bullish momentum to the upside. We have 26.89% short interest, giving us way more short interest than we have ever had. Again, if shorts start to cover, making it a much larger move than last time. And cost to borrow refuses to go under 200%, putting extreme amount of pressure on the shorts. And again, even if this thing does not break out when we were looking for, I really think it is, but if it didn't, we have enough time now. And with this cost to borrow, it would cost the shorts billions to wait till the end of, or for the next court date. They do not have the time or the capital. They are running out of time. That's why they want stocks delisted. That's why they're trying to keep them down and all of this stuff. They are literally desperate right now, and it is down to the wire. They are about to capitulate, in my opinion, and this is about to be over, and we are going to see a massive move. Call options set up for AMC that if we get above $5 or $6, we have a nice gamma ramp to the upside, as you guys can see right here. And as far as shares available to borrow right now, they do have 150,000, 150,000 shares available to borrow for tomorrow. Now, this could change by the morning, but that is not that many shares available to borrow. So that could put a little bit of short pressure. They're going to use it to try to keep us away from this trend line. They always do that. They load up on short shares. I made a video about it when they did it here, and they had 1.1 million short shares in the Seeking Alpha article FUD, and then they dropped this down. But they are having a hard time. They might try to use it to keep us from busting through this trend line again, giving us that pullback that we're expecting and then breaking through later in the week. So this is exactly what I think is going on for AMC. I think I have things pretty much on lock with my research. I think that things are pretty accurate and looking good, and confirming that all of this is accurate, especially the way the bars pattern interacts with current support and resistance, and shows us taking off from the golden 618 pocket. If you use Fibonacci retracements, you guys can see that it takes off from the golden 618 pocket. You want to take your high to your low, and that will give you your retracement zones. And as you guys can see, if you take your high to your low, we take off from the golden 618 pocket, which is this turquoise pocket right here, and that, or this pocket up here, I'm sorry, and this is the one we take off from, which is the golden 618, where algos and traders look for a recent run to retrace to and then blast off, and we've already been there. And if we retrace again, have that pullback, that is where we are supposed to blast off from. So more confirmation telling us that the barge pattern is on track. Things are looking good. AMC is looking bullish momentum building for AMC, as you guys can see. The technicals on the short term, if we go ahead and look on the short term, Alligator is telling us that we do have momentum, as you guys can see on the hourly time frame. The bands are far apart. Remember how I showed you guys to use this thing? Bullish band on top, bearish band on the bottom. And when the bands have a lot of width in between them, that means the move has a lot of momentum. So we do have a lot of momentum moving up. Momentum indicator could be a little bit higher, but we do have bullish momentum on the MACD, but this could give us the momentum to push through. But again, they're going to try to short us down and keep us down, but they do not have the amount of ammo that they need, because cost to borrow is way too high and shares are not available to get. So we are looking extremely good. Maybe one more retest and then come back down, and then our final blast through later this week. Hopefully we blast through with this retest, but I don't know. We will see. I'm hopeful to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want this thing to blast through this resistance, break out of this falling wedge, and absolutely take off to the upside. But we will see. Again, metrics also with the Bollinger Bands telling us this thing is ready to absolutely take off. Bollinger Bands getting extremely tight on the weekly time frame, letting us know that a major move is coming. A lot of volatility is coming, and green weekly MACD. Last time these things happened, which I say all the time, we had this move here, and this move here. So we are just waiting for this last move to blast out of this overall sloping resistance that we've been dealing with 2 years, and it is going to be a epic move when we finally blast through it. So guys, this is what I have for you based off my research and technical analysis. Hopefully you got some value out of it. Hopefully you found this video informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. I talk about my trades, stocks all day long. And I have people on there adding value to the Discord, talking about their stocks, trades, and adding technical analysis as well. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for adding value. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. We have a community there. We talk stocks, crypto, Bitcoin, all day long. So if you find any of that interesting, go ahead and check that out. We literally love talking about this stuff all day long. So go ahead and feel free to drop in. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you that watches to the end of the video. It truly does mean a lot to me. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.